Hello designers, you're welcome to another tutorial. For this crisscross top, I'm going to be using length 30 inches. So I'm going to make a pattern first before I cut on the fabric so that you can understand. So from the top there, I'm going to measure my top length, which is 30 inches. And then from the top again, I'm going to measure my bust point length, which is around 12 or 13 inches. Then I'm going to draw straight line to represent the bust line and the top length line. I'm measuring the wideness of the top, which is about 15 inches. Then I'm drawing a straight line from the bust line to the blouse length line. Now I'm doing my neckline. The neck width is 3 inches while the neck depth is 1 inch. Then for the sleeve, I'm going to be measuring 22 inches for the length of my sleeve, and I'll draw a straight line there. I'm going to measure 1 inch for shoulder slanting. So after the slanting, from the 1 inch of the slanting, I'm going to measure 9 inches for my sleeve opening. Then I'm going to draw a straight line there and then curve it into that line for the wideness of the top. So now I'm going to be slanting the shoulder. I'm going to be drawing a straight line to slant my shoulder. This is the same method for making a kimono. And then this is my back piece. You can do the same thing I'm doing on your fabric, but I'm using a paper so that you can understand. So I'm going to slant that opening. I'm going to measure about 0.5 and slant that sleeve opening. It's optional anyway. You can leave it like that. But I like slanting the sleeve opening for better fitting. I'm going to join two papers together because that front is going to be very wide. So I'm going to join two papers together and I'll place the back piece on it. Where I have my center back, I'm going to make it very long because I need extra fabric to cross the front. So just watch what I'm doing. This is the way I'm going to place the back pattern on the fabric. I'll make sure I have enough space. Where I have that center back written, I'll have enough space in front of it so that I can get the front piece. And then when your blouse length is about 31 inches, you will need about 30 inches also for that front part. And then if your blouse length, if you need like 40 or 42 inches as your blouse length, in front there you will leave the paper or space of about 40 inches also. So that is the trick. So in front here I have about 30 inches of extra paper and then I'm marking it. So I'm going to be measuring about 8 inches for my neck depth for the front, and then I'll connect from the neck width of the back to the neck depth of the front by using a straight line. Just exactly what I did there. While down here I'm going to measure half of the 30 inches, which is half of my top length, which is 15 inches, and then I'll curve that 15 inches into that neckline I just slanted. That will be my center front, and I'm going to cut two pieces of that on the fabric, while the center back is going to be on fold on the fabric. So now I'm cutting it out. By the side, by the sleeve, by the shoulder is going to be the same. It's just at the front that is going to be different, which I've explained already. So I'm going to fold the fabric into two and arrange it well to size my pattern. Then I'm going to cut the exact shape of the pattern, both front and back. The measurement I have used for this top is for a plus size person, but if you're on a smaller side, you might want to reduce the measurement. It's one size fits all. It's supposed to be big on the body. It's supposed to be a big top on the body, so it can still size someone with medium size. But if you want it smaller, you can adjust the measurement. Like I said earlier, if your blouse length is 30 or 31, at the front part you're going to add 30 inches extra to the front part. That is the length of the extra fabric that you're going to cross at the front will be 30 inches also. But if your blouse length is 40, 41 or 42 inches, at the front part you're going to add extra 40 inches at the front part. So that is the calculation that will work. So I'm just going ahead to cut the back piece out. So this is what it looks like. Remember, the center back is on fold, while for the front is not on fold. I'm sorry if the camera is not capturing the whole paper. This paper is very wide, so this requires a lot of fabric. So let me talk about the fabric. I used 5 yards for this, and my sleeve is towards the elbow. It's not a long sleeve. If you are going to do a long sleeve, you will use up to 5.5 yards of fabric, almost 6 yards. But for this, I was able to get away with 5 yards of this fabric. The fabric I used is an organza fabric with flowery design, so it's a bit transparent. It's like organza, but this flower design is on it. So that is the type of fabric I used. I'm going to pin down the paper, and then I'm going to cut out the front. I'm cutting the same size for the front. So when I'm done cutting, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. This is the side, this is the shoulder, and this is the neckline, and then the extra for the front crossing. So that is what it looks like after cutting, and it's 2 pieces like I said earlier. After cutting it, I'm going to remove the pins for the front and for the back piece, and then I'm done with the cutting. So I'm going to start joining it, but then it's going to be in another video because this video is already long. So watch out for the part 2 and then watch how I joined this together. There are 2 ways to do the joining, so I'm going to teach you 2 ways of making that crisscross at the front, so watch out.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please kindly like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here, and click the notification bell. Thank you.